Hello everybody, I'm Dune, and welcome to another episode of Factorio Megabase. In the last few episodes we've upgraded our green circuit factory. It's doing definitely better. Not so many trains waiting to come in. We've upgraded copper, which was its main bottleneck. Copper down here is on an average of 366,000 per outpost, so times 6. It's quite a bit. It's like 2 million coppers waiting to be picked up. That's awesome. Now it's just getting it to where we need it to be. And we have trains coming. This is our old copper outpost. How's it doing since we separated things? It's also at about 300,000. So that's great. So all in all, that's a success. Iron is needing some help. Contemplating making this a 2x6. I'm sorry, a 2x3 for a total of 6. Just checking out how things are flowing. Red circuit's 172 average. It's not quite 600,000. Blue chips. It's flowing. This might be the thing we need to upgrade next. I think that's kind of time. Though that's going to put more pressure on green circuits. It would be nice to have a little more excess of blue chips. Well, let's make it and then kind of see where we're at. So it's going to require moving this stacker for red circuits, which that could come in maybe over here. Stack up and then go down. Maybe come in from the top. It's really not ideal because pretty much everybody wanting red circuits is requesting it from below. In fact, everything is. You know what might be a deal? Set the blue circuits over here. Since I built these, this has been mined out of everything except for coal. Just kind of thinking I might save this for, nuclear reactor or something. But power is now probably going to be switched totally to solar. At least all new power is probably going to be solar. Curious. I always wonder how power fluctuates like this so much. I guess it's because solar's now offline. We're showing our true needs. And they must have changed nuclear power. I thought nuclear power would just produce all the energy it could, and then accumulators would get used. It seems to be the opposite. It seems like it's using the accumulators to their max capacity, and then producing what it needs. That's kind of interesting, because you can see, even though this keeps going up, the production and satisfaction values are 100%. Anyways, we definitely take a look at converting regular solar panels to elite solar panels from the advanced solar mod. These are basically, or are 25 times more efficient per panel. So where all of this with the regular solar panels was 1.2 gigawatts, 4 of these roughly is 1 gigawatt of the elite solar panels. So much more space efficient. They're kind of expensive, but I personally don't think they're as expensive as they need to be. I was proposing on stream before that perhaps each panel should require something like 10 or more spent uranium fuel cells. That would kind of give a reason for nuclear plants. And so they would kind of be in tandem. It would be also a use for spent uranium fuel cells, which currently there are none. You just recycle them, and that's kind of a cheaty way of getting rid of them. Of course, cheaty in the sense if advanced solar was an option in the regular game, and there is no advanced solar in the rest of the vanilla. But it'd be a good way of having a progression. So there's 2 upgrades to solar. There's one that's 5 times more efficient, and then there's another one that I'm using, which is another 5 times more efficient. So it costs 5 solar panels to make the second step up, the advanced solar panels, plus a few easily accessible ingredients. I don't think it's really that expensive. And then again, some productivity modules, 5 red circuits and 5 green circuits, plus 5 advanced solar panels and a few steel. They're really slow at 62 seconds each to make, but it doesn't really take long. You set up enough assembly machines and they'll get made. So I think these just, there's some cost to them, but I don't think the cost outweighs the benefit, because the benefit should, in my opinion, be sort of behind how much it costs. So you really, kind of question building it, but you kind of have to build it. Kind of like nuclear. When you first have to get nuclear, it's so expensive, it's so difficult. And then once you get it, you're like, and you can kind of sort of relax a little bit, where, I don't feel like there's really that sense with these solar panels. Anyways, enough on that. We kind of got to solve some needs. So for blue chips, this would be another sulfuric acid train probably, which this is my sulfuric acid plant, which is my main base. It's currently at 100%, which is 250,000, I don't know, units of sulfuric acid. I was going to say gallons, but I don't really know what the units are. So that's full. I'm sure it'll take a hit, especially as blue chips ramps up. So rockets doing okay. No backups. Solar panel. Blue chips coming from our blue chips outpost. And this was our original blue chip outpost, or off the main bus. It's currently set not to run. These have priority in from the train. All right. What would be kind of ideal maybe is, you know, if red chips kind of float out in and out the top, because blue chips requires red chips. Green chips are coming out the top. Let's maybe have blue chips kind of here, so it'd smooth out this main rail down here a little bit. This is already a fairly busy track now, but part of that traffic is green chips coming across and then down and in. Though at some point I'm probably going to want to make red chips a 2x6. Can make this all red chips. Yeah, let's do blue chips over here. Do 2 of them. Well, we'll set up the first one, stacker, all that, and then come rip this one up. And so I need the blueprint. We won't grab those pipes. Stick those in. Erase some of those. Oops, don't want to erase that. Okay. So we need a way of transporting some of that. So we need 400 productivity, 350 speed. It's quite a lot. Probably a super number of beacons, 186. Fighter chests, requester chests. Probably a few stacks of power poles. Actually, it's only saying 38. It's mostly using. Alright, we don't need that. It's mostly using these things, substations. And but a huge quantity of pipe. Let's grab that. We're going to also need a handful of tanks. Let's just grab the stack. Some decider combos. How many? 112 of these factories. Requesters, those speed modules, productivity modules, beacons. This pipe's filled back up. Yes. Probably how many curved? 52. We'll take 100. Can always put them back in our trash slots. That should be enough inserters. Enough pipes. Probably enough storage units. But these guys, we're going to need a lot. How many? 400, and I have 150. Can only hold 150 for my trash slots automatically take. We can do that a couple times. So how many we got? 300. I need to have 400 in there. All right. Speed models, we need 350. We've got 150. We're going to need another car. One more stack. Okay, beacons. Some empty stacks there. Let's help him fill. Let's check chests. Alright, that car's full. Got him. 368. Got him. Carry 100 with me. 350 pipes. We have 400 plus another 85 on me. Plus 200 iron bars if needed. Need a 160 provider chests. So really like 200. 200 and 150. 200. Oh, well, we definitely got enough. 186, so carry 28, so 160 per beacons. Not nearly enough. Definitely going to need a lot of track. So that's 154. Set 160. So as soon as they give me some more. Come on, guys, give me those beacons. There we go. All right, that should be good. 112. 100 in there plus 100 on myself. Got the power poles, robo ports. Come on, guys. Alright, that'll be good. Oops. Substations, inserters, tanks, everything else is good. Now we need 1,000 bots. How many's in here? 2,000. So shift right click, give me 900. And 425s will be the other 100. Alright, I think that's everything we need. I think I'd like to have a bit more track though. 500. Always put it back in the system. Alright. So we'll continue to use basically the same track for our ins and outs, but blue chips will be over here. Now if I use my standard double track in, stacker to the right, flow into the system, and then out the seam. Alright, so we want to go to N12E. Actually, we go to N11N. N11N. Didn't have signals in here, but we're about to put some. Let's clear out some trees. I like to be able to walk between tracks without sort of being pushed by trees onto the tracks. And back in the days, you know, you want to drive a car and stuff. This is why I used to put power poles on the outside. So I would say, okay, everything between a track would be a safe place to drive. Alright, let's start by putting a waypoint here. Okay, shift right click that. We're gonna have to get rid of that tree there. Should change that to south. T intersection. Right here. I could do that powerful. Just give it a little bit more room. stacker. It's already kind of running up against one another. It's alright, we got bridge rails if we need them. Probably don't need to connect these down here, but let's do it while we're here. And no trains are flowing by on us. Right. Come on, bots. We probably ought to pull the train off the tracks. Off the main tracks, not off the tracks. Signals in here. Actually turns, all right. That's not my decon. No, don't want to pick up fish. Switch to this one. Only gets trees. Wonder if we should do that. Have them cut in. I suppose we can always change it. Looks like we do need bridge. Sort of like something like that. It's all these burnt trees. Whoever cleared this, that wasn't me. I like to use the poisonous capsules or whatever. Or flamethrower or whatever. I've never actually ever used those. I'm more of a laser turret creep kind of person. Alright, so we're going to want something like so. It's not kind of, there's some power poles over here. Let's not cross them. It doesn't look like we have much choice. Yeah, these power poles. Could do a little sneaky sneak. When I originally built this, I wasn't using the mod that allowed you to do that. I don't need any of these power poles now. guess it's me who last set those up an ancient day ago. So you can see trees were cleared with grenades. This was probably my old shield wall or laser wall or something. Do you remember this being a choke point at some point? I won't clear those power poles yet. They will get moved, but don't know exactly how we want them yet. It's an idea. Maybe I should use multiple stackers. Right now I'm not going to control input and output by circuits. It kind of complicates things for sure. I suppose we need kind of something like that. Sort of give me a little idea of how this should set up. Go. We're going to want our build suit. Well, I'm not going to grab that pipe yet. Can't walk through here once you get pipe in the ground. I couldn't do that. Could use a whole ton of undergrounds for between, but it's really expensive. And I should have enough for all the beacons. I should have all the beacons on hand. I know I brought enough beacons. What happened? It's like I only have half of them. Oh, well, there's another 90 over there. Thought I'd clicked them all up. Alright, groovy. How's that looking? I think that's everything except for robots. Switch back to our little faster run speed. Bring in some track. Bring in the ability for our other trains. Is that gonna work? Perfect. I don't think that's enough space. Nope. So contemplating putting the fuel train right there. I think we'll still put the sulfuric acid train. Somewhere like here. I wonder if each outpost should have its own sulfuric acid. It would kind of make sense and would certainly make throughput of the sulfuric acid through pipes a better thing. So how do we do it here? Nothing terribly complicated. I thought we put it into tanks first, but we don't. Gonna need 4 pumps. Should probably need more pumps. Do I have any pumps in this system that I didn't even look at? Doesn't appear so. Alright. 4 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always good, in my opinion, to carry some engines with you. I always carry 45 of them. And I need the blueprint for... I'm not going to erase my current blueprint. Keep in mind where these outlets go. Definitely not going to be in the same place as before. I think I cross here. hooked up. They do share fluids on the other side. These two share, and then the two sides share. So in case one tank unloads unevenly, or actually it's not that, it will unload unevenly because of just how these are assembled. Some assembly machines will use more, or will be used more, and therefore use more sulfuric acid. So you have to at least allow some transfer. So like if we look at this situation here, each tank is roughly the same. So it's a little confusing to me. I'm looking at the other. The other blue chip. Oops. Should probably also put green wire and all that. Good. Kind of neat about wires and blueprints is once you do have it wired up, a blueprint will just copy the wires and it doesn't cost you a wire. They might fix that someday, but as far as I know, they no plans to. So we're going to need a constant combinator. We're going to actually need our whole average calculating system. Let's make another blueprint for that. Off one of the power poles and make it easiest. Need a constant. Just make a handful of them. You know what? Well, still complaining no power. I was hoping I would get power from. Well, we duplicate. Right to there. That. Copy that. Paste. Red output to there, to input there. Also going to want green output of that onto there. And green output of this onto there. Right. I used to try to get the total onto the green. I've only ever once gotten it to work. Otherwise, it seems to really fudge up the average. I've never figured out why. But that's alright, I don't need it. It's just something pleasing to have. I don't have to mentally multiply average times the n value to get it. Alright, whoops, n. We don't want 12. Why is n 12? Oh, that's because I have this one down here. So n will be 2. And right now, let's see, minimum 33K is correct. So we only want a train coming to pick up when all its things are right. Let's see if we can copy this madness. We don't need any of the request chess or inserters. Some of those. Thinking of doing is replacing these 3 power poles. The substation. We need to get these wired up. Red to there. And here. Green to there. And also to this. this pole. Because they're letting us know what the signals are coming from this stuff. We need some lights. These two. All right. I think that will do. Actually, no. We need another constant combinator. Yeah, I suppose we could use this one. Black is 1, red is 1, and green is 2. Is that right? This does not have the green incoming. And it's wrong. Should be 1. The signal's red. We don't actually want it to be red right now. It should be green. E is less than 0. E is less than 0. 1 is greater than equal to A, and it is, but, oh, that's right, because M isn't met. So E is minus 1, which it should be. E is less than 0. Has E input, output. Do I have the red and green reversed? Yes. This should be a 2. Oops. And that should be a 1. There we go. Alrighty. Looks like we've got a ghost station there. We need to handcraft a few more. Gonna want, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. Something like so. And something like so. 3 there, 2 there. And for those that wonder, when I say 3 and 2, it's the number I press on the keyboard to put down the signals. It's just habit for me to say it when I'm talking to myself. Okay, do we... How easy is it going to be to discontinue this? Not sure. We need to make this a sulfuric, BC sulfuric acid 1. guess we should set up a brand new train for that. Though I don't know if I have, well, I might have the fuel if this will load fuel. Where's sulfuric acid? Down here. No, it does not load fuel. Oh, let's figure out our fuel train. Could do the fuel train on the opposite side. Oh, and I suppose we can do our station here as well. BC station. I'll just need that BC station 1 for the moment. And then this one, train fuel. Oh, so close. Actually, I can do it right there, and it works perfectly. All right. Here, almost perfectly. We're gonna need power pole here, just a hollow wire. Oops. Enable on everything equals 0. That way, even if you transported wood, it would work. Not planning on transporting wood. See, we don't really want, we just want this wide enough to get access to the chest. Alright. Relabel that to train fuel unload. Actually, let's not do that. Let's alright, let's add BC station 1. Circuit condition, and then delete that. Let's move that up. We'll probably be going back and forth between the two. No path. Duh. No path. Basically, we're going to want to take duplicate of this whole system, right? Actually, let's scrub that. Copy this, so all my power poles and stuff I set up. We probably also want the sulfuric acid station copied. So let's go into map mode and do that. A little easier to do this. Alright. Some aspects of this is not going to work. Hopefully the rest will. I'll check to see if I didn't miss just a little dot somewhere. Seems okay. It's probably, yeah, it's fine. Let's leave that. Right. Shoot. I was hoping those power poles were in the right spot, but they're not. I'll have to rewire that. Before any of that, most important is the track. So I can get my train out of here. Probably have plenty of it, but oops. Oh, well, I guess it might work. So this track here, though, is going to have to come in and then bend in. We don't need these guys. This will be 2. 2. And that will be a 2. Let's see if I can copy red to green on this. That should be good. of trees. That looks good. As long as the train fits in that. Alright, BC station. Actually, we probably ought to go back and get some more signals. Stuff. Some basics. Oops, just hit the microphone. Hopefully it didn't hurt. It's a nice thing about having the same input-output for one. I don't know, it's just the stacker control I think is a little better. The flow is a little better. I think you can control the traffic better. Not planning on taking more building supplies since we're tearing down a station. Oh, I didn't build that sulfuric train. Oh, and gosh, I forgot a few things. Like getting this fuel going. I think it's ready to go. Just enable it, so train fuel unload. So, sulfuric acid. Let's say 4 tankers. Inventory full. 2 BC sulfuric acid. 1 unload. 3 empty. Before I send it off, double check that's what this train does. Full cargo, empty cargo. Right. Cargo, empty cargo. Should be speedy. I like my new ideas on loading. If you fill directly from a tank and not a pipe between the tank and the pump, it fills up really fast. Look how fast it is. And it's done. Why are you going that way? Ugh. I suppose it could be considered faster to go that way, but I wish the game sort of kept track of traffic density, other than, you know, and say, okay, well, this way is the less traffic used track, let's go that way instead. Anyways, we are going to need, no, we don't need another sulfuric acid train. We're going to use the one that's already there. This will take a little bit because I'll have to wait for inventory supplies to drain and stuff like that. So we look at how much stuff's in the system. We got 50,000 red circuits. How about we set that on manual, that red circuit train. So 50,000 red circuits divided by 2 is that 25,000 blue chips? It's not, because it's 2 per, right? 2 per. We have 50,000 on hand, plus what's on the train, another 4,000. Set that on manual. Oh, another benefit of close input output is you won't have iron ore trains flowing through and stuff, stupid stuff like that. At least you shouldn't. No path. Oh, that's true. I never connected this exit up. That's fine. Yeah, let's... How many... There's only one red circuit train. Might as well go over there and work on it a little bit. This is going to be a little time. So there's probably... Shift click that. Something like so, I guess. Should have sulfuric acid train trying to get by. Yep. How many bots do we got in there? I should have checked that before. 1047. Alright, that's enough. I do want to activate this, but because to use up 50,000, I'll technically say 25,000. If I want to get a 1 to 10 ratio, need a lot of these. Let's just put it that way. I wish there was some way to make that ratio better. I mean, productivity chips help, but actually doesn't change the ratio of red chips to green chips. It just means you produce more blue chips for what you spend. Should. One of the things I kind of like doing is an exit track and an input track separate. Let's do some of that. So something like so. That way the track, whatever train can just, when it's on the exit, can just go, and anything, and the inputs can start going as well. So, not sure, but we're gonna probably have to replan that, so let's just rip that up. Let's see, we can name this sulfuric acid 2, and we can start sending that new train, or the old train there. Think. Red chips left, 30,000. Still quite a bit of green chips required. How are green chips doing? Still don't really have a leg up on the whole system. We literally might have to build a whole nother green circuit system. Seems crazy, but that will have to be saved for another episode for sure. Oh, look at that. Well, at least we're positive blue circuits. BCRC. Do have a station down there. Oops, can't go through a pipe. No, at least not until we have it built. But let's do. No, I don't want to do that because then the green circuit trains that are coming here would go up there. But rename that. Alright, let's go start bringing red chips up to the new one. Well, since we're waiting on some of that, let's just have a look-see around, see how things are doing. Make sure trains are flowing okay. let's see. I do have upgrade planner set. Let's see if I can make those blue inserters, green inserters from here. Insufficient items. Well, at least I could. Alright, red chips are arriving. That's right. 19K plus what's in these things. Cross your chest. Plus what's in the assemblers themselves. I mean, it is dwindling, but it's taking a while. Alright, well, let's go back and get some more supplies. Sorry, I stepped away for a second. Thought somebody was knocking at my door, but it was the neighbors. Let's see if I can use upgrade planner over here now. Oh, that's just nice. Just outside. Let's have a little target practice. Bang, bang. So weird how the bullets always come from the furthest locations. These two are closer. Look at this. This one's coming from way over here. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. Left one where I'm alive. Well, okay. You're gone. Coal there's definitely wearing out. Plastic is so coal hungry. Kind of nice to see this coal on the right side being used up. I forget how many trains did we send here? 2. I think we just set that up last episode. It's not as efficient setting it up this way, but does the trick. Full iron ore in, full iron plate out. So ones at the bottom hardly work at all. Doing down to 4K. Let's go up there again. Nice to see a number of copper trains ready to go here. Need another iron train. We added 2 last time. I mean, it should be 1.5 copper to 1 iron, but I'm having difficulty now, kind of with the iron. That's copper, iron. Average 17K, not that great. 200K there. Could grab another iron plate train down there, but another time. How's this doing? 13K. I think that's good. Let's change you to BC. Say unload. also pull that up. Get any more train fuel. I need a number of cars. We are a little out of red circuits. So yep, we are done here. PC load, pick that up. Where are we going here? PC, oops. PC load. GC unload. BCGC unload. So I got, actually, you know what, hold on, dude. About to get a whole ton of green circuits on me. Might as well put them on that train. Let's first do, come on, cluster chess and assemblers. Oop, that's already cycling. Stop that. Guess we have to take. First we have to pick up all these robo ports. Where are you going and why are you waiting? This way. I knew this would be a lot of green chips. them. Bye-bye, sulfuric acid. Alright, that's cleaned up except for track. That's inventory good. Head on over to a new station. Doop. Oh shoot. I knew I didn't want to do that. beacons. No, not there. Down there. Probably good with switching this back out. For the moment. $700. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Is that 1, 2? It seems all's good. Alright, that seems good. Should have 2 more car trains. Good. So another red train. We only have 1. Yeah, looks like we're gonna definitely have to set up some more trains. Let's see. Well, delete that. That doesn't exist anymore. Really already need more fuel, I suppose. So this will definitely keep trains from just sitting here. And the first one of these is 33K. Will be ready to load up, which is station 1 right now. First one we built. All right, so let's say one more red train. Gosh, my stacker's not huge. You know what? We got 3 trains going to blue circuits, yellow science rocket control units, and the main base. I mean, that's certainly not a lot of trains. How many green circuit trains we got? 4 of them. So we got 4, 7 circuit trains. Contemplating adding 2 more, 9 plus the 3 trains taking to loading up. So 12 stackers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 plus 4 unloads. Yeah, it's enough space. So we have enough room for 2 more at least. Sort of in the best case scenario. All these trains backed up. Question is, do we have green circuit stack room? And the answer is not really. little bit more space in there. Let's go do that. These more things we want to get rid of in inventory here. It's extra. Doesn't appear like we have extra, which is good. Alright, green circuit station. And I want to rename the blue circuit station we just made to from BC1 to BC without a 1. I'm thinking this looks really cool. I like this sort of setup. That's really fit nicely. The sulfuric acid trains. It's perfect length. Looks like one's already unloaded. Going to have to that. Well, that just barely fits. Let's actually see if I can get some more stackers in here. Probably just one. Maybe not even that. Yeah, I think we're at our limit. So definitely having those two trains, I could wiggle this. Wouldn't be easy, but number of trains coming for green circuits is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. 13. Theoretically, there could be 4 backed up this way. Highly unlikely, in my opinion, but I think that what we just did is better. We did, what was this, 100%, close to it. This train here, let's dupe it. So we now get another train coming in here in a second. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Head back to base. And we just kind of got to see how things flow for a while. Thanks for watching. Another episode of Factorio Megabase. Close to 10,000 rockets. A couple episodes we'll have it. We'll talk to you later. Good night.